Right guys, as you've seen in the last video, we bought a whole load of new cars in stock, including this Vauxhall Astra. I'm not a massive fan of Vauxhalls. I would never have a Corsa D, I don't think. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. They're quite popular. But it was cheap, it was super cheap. And it's got a bit of damage on the back. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go through this whole car and we'll have a wee quick look at it. I'll go through all the specs and how it runs and what we paid for it and all that kind of stuff. But first things first, I've got Stephen here, and replacing tailgates by yourself's rubbish. So we went to the scrappies, we spent a whole weekend out and about picking up all the bits we needed, and we managed to get all of the parts in colour for this Astra. So while Stephen's here, before he buggers off to cadets, I'm going to make good use of him and get all the tailgate and everything changed on this. So let's get stuck in, get all these panels changed, and then we can go through the rest of the car and see what it's like. Guys, before somebody jumps in the comments and goes, oh, the back end's bent and twisted, I thought I'd show you this while the bumper was off. So obviously the tailgates had the sort of brunt of the impact, and obviously me and Stephen were worried as well about this being pulled in here on the back apron, and Stephen's disconnected the tailgate and then shut it because he's an idiot. But we know the trick, we can get back in it. Stephen knows the trick, we figured this out the other day. But yeah, looking at the crash bar, it's perfectly straight. This isn't bent, this is how these come. This is nice and uniform. Through the front, I think. This is all perfectly straight along the back. No impact damage at all. So I think all we're going to have to do is swap the tailgate and swap the bumper. I did think it might need a wee tiny pull in the middle, but I don't think it will. I think we're getting away with it. Let's see if we can get back into this. If any of you ever need to do this, climb through the back, wear a big plain screwdriver. You won't be able to see it. There is a wee hole that Stephen's going to insert the screwdriver into, and then you get a wee quarter turn, and that will release the boot. There we go. A natural at this is.
That's what came off.
Right, so you take this wee cover off of here, it's right there, and then inside there stick a plain screwdriver, quarter turn, and that will pop your boot open. But yeah, or just don't shut it when you've unplugged it. Anyway, back on with swapping this tailgate. Right, here we go, we'll show you the good side. So the bonnet's on, matching colour. The only thing we need to fix is this, and this. So that's going to require a little bit of paint work. Along the sides, okay. Bumper matches the quarter, fine. This has had a bit of a previous repair before that I'm going to have to fix, so we'll deal with that when we're painting this bumper. I know the bumper's in colour, but there is a few scratches and dings and dents on it that we want to sort out. Plus I need to drill it to put the parking sensors in. Tailgate, that's not going to need any paint, that's fine. Fits perfect, looks great, happy days. This is the rash I was telling you about. This is all really deep, none of this is going to polish out, so this is all going to have to be repaired. So we're going to have to paint the back bumper, that's not a problem though. There's a couple of wee dinks here that the insurance have marked. That one there will polish out, so will that one there. There is a tiny wee dent, but it's minuscule, and for the price point we'll be selling this at, it's not even worth fixing that dent. So yeah, Astra is now pretty much fixed and ready to go for its MOT, other than the bit of paint. What I'll do, it's getting a bit later in the day, so tomorrow morning we'll whip that back bumper back off, we'll drill in some parking sensors, we'll swap the diffuser, we'll get the back bumper fitted properly, we'll swap all the trims around, and then we'll take it down the road, we'll have a wee test drive, we'll get it a wash, we'll see what it actually looks like behind all the crap. So far so good though, I think it's a decent car, and I think there's plenty of profit in it, so stay tuned. Let's get it washed up and see what it looks like tomorrow. Right, it's the next morning and we need to get this back bumper sorted out on this Astra. As you can see, this is the old diffuser off our original bumper, and it's completely different where the exhaust comes out, because yours is the SRI and it's got the oval on it. This one didn't quite fit right and it forced the bumper out of place, so we need to swap this round. I've already got this one off. It's just a case of undoing 2 clips in the corners and then popping the trim clips out. It's dead easy. And then once we've done that, we can look at getting the parking sensors put back in. You ready? Right, now that we've got the rear diffuser swapped over, all we've got left to do to this bumper is put the parking sensors in. Now, most manufacturers will do it. I'd say probably 90% of them at least will do this, maybe even more. But they'll actually mark on the inside where your parking sensor should go. So even if your bumper's never been cut before, there should be marks where to put it. So unless this is a genuine Vauxhall bumper, this is why we like going to the scrappies and getting an original manufacturer part, because they fit better and they come all marked up. If we were to get an insurance approved one off of eBay for £100 odd, I'm not sure it would have all the marks on it. I couldn't guarantee that, but genuine bumpers always have the marks on them. So what you're going to need to fit them is a step drill. I had to rush out and buy one because I couldn't find one. So you're going to need one of these cone type step drills, and you're also going to need to take the sensors out of the original bumper and then simply use your step drill, sit it in the hole to see how big you're going to need to go, and then mark it with a bit of tape so you don't go too far. Once you've done that, it's as simple as finding the centre of your hole and going for it. Now, roughly find the centre. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Roughly find the centre, and then simply drill it out right down to your taped one. And then sometimes I just go a wee bit for the other side just to clean up the hole a wee bit. And there you go, that should give us a perfectly circle hole. And if I get one of the parking sensor mounts, that should just squeeze in. It's a bit tight actually. Maybe I'll go, should we go one bigger? Or should we just try and clean it up a wee bit? You don't want to go too much. It's a tight fit. But there we go. One in. Now for the next 3. Right guys, I'm not mucking about with these parking sensors. I've got loads of PU sealer on there to hold the parking sensor mounts in now that we've got all the holes drilled. I did leave this to dry overnight. So all we've got to do now, they're super secure now. All we need to do is mount the parking sensors, mount the wiring loom, put the number plate lights in, and we can throw the bumper back on the car. And then I'm going to get a good wash down, make a list, because then it'll be ready for paint. So I need to figure out what bits we're going to fix, what bits we're not going to fix, what bits are a necessity and what bits aren't they, because it is an older car. It's a 2011, it's getting on for 90,000 miles. We need to watch how much prep we're putting into it, or we'll just end up wiping out all the profit in the car. I mean, I'm lucky it doesn't cost us it. We don't have to pay labour rates, we only pay for materials and things like that, but I still have to be conscious of the time because it's just no worth putting too much effort into some things. So, I mean, realistically, what's this car going to be? £2,800, £3,000, something like that. So yeah, I just need to watch and make sure we keep enough margin in it, because I didn't want to start putting too much effort into cars and no getting the value back out of them. So yeah, let's get this bumper on. We'll nip up. I'm not going to get my pressure washer out because Charlie's next door. He's actually painting the wee 107 that was sitting over there, so we'll get a look at that soon. I'm just going to nip up to Alfie's car wash up the top, stick a pound in a machine and give this a blast in, just to get the dirt and crap off it, and then I can make a good list. So let's get that done. Right guys, the Astra. We obviously know there's a few bits to tidy up on this, like the bumper. There's a wee dent there, another wee bit of flaky paint there. So we'll probably end up painting that full front bumper. On this side, right, there's a few wee scratches. That's new, that wasn't there. So hopefully we can polish that out. There's the usual sort of rubbing on this door where people have been getting in tight parking spaces, maybe handbags, jeans, things like that. I'm still not happy with this repair. I'm going to have to do something with this. I don't know how well you can see it on camera. It's just not 100%. So we'll probably give that another going over. The back bumper's fitted properly now, but as you know, there's already some scuffs on it, and the tailgate is absolutely perfect, so no worries there. Christ, I've still got the interior to put back together. So this still needs a full valet as well. I'm just running out of time to get this video out, and I wanted to show you it after a wash so that we can pick out the rest of the damage. On this side's relatively okay. Marring on the wings, you can see that, see it? All the scratches. But I've got my hands on a new compound that will sort that out in no time at all. These ones that the insurance marked off, they'll polish out. It will leave a wee tiny dent, but it'll no matter. And then the back quarter panel, it's okay as well. There's a wee dent in the bottom of the sill that I'm going to fix. So yeah, other than that, bodywork wise, it's not too bad. So it's ready for paint and it's ready for a proper valet. We've put it in the lineup now just to see how it would look. We wanted to try and get everything laid out. Look at the interior, man, it's just filthy. So it's going to need a good wet vac, good hoover, plenty to get done. Right guys, there we go, that's it for the Astra. I know it wasn't the best video I've put out, but I've realised I'm in the future and I forgot to do an outro for that video. So there's loads of stuff been happening. We've been making moves, we've been trying to push the business forward, trying to get it to the point where we're making consistent, regular money, because that's what we need to do. So obviously you haven't seen me for a wee while. I had to put some focus on the business and make sure everything was going the way I wanted it to go, which you'll see in another couple of videos upcoming. I've got a whole video about what happened in September, so you can look forward to that. But I had to get this Astra video out because the video is coming out in the future. Wouldn't have made any sense if you didn't see that. So I know it's in the lineup, I know it still needs a lot of work done to it, and it is going to get done shortly. But yeah, I just needed to get some shit done, and yeah, we're getting done, we're moving forward. It's time to take the business to the next level. So you'll see in a few videos coming up, we've had a bit of decor done, we've had a lot of stuff fixed, we've got some nicer cars here, I've got a really, really nice car out there that you'll need to see in the future. It's actually probably the most valuable, coolest wee car I've ever had here. So yeah, all that's to come. Thank you so much for being patient, and thank you to everybody who comments and reaches out saying, is everything okay, where have you been? I do really appreciate the support, and going forward, with everything going the way it's going, I'll be back to making regular content and pushing the YouTube channel forward as well. So fingers crossed. Listen, I'm not going to waffle on any longer. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to putting out more content and speaking to you guys in the comments. So make sure you pop a comment in there, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers.